Yeah, yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Hip Hop Gamer, knocking them out as always with these video articles. Now, check it out. We're gonna get right into it. Now, the title of this article is called "The Wii HD Is Finally Here," thanks to Sony PS3. Why? Check it out. Okay, the first point I want to start out with saying is this, right? The PS3 motion controller, like the demonstrations that they showed at Tokyo Game Show, is amazing. How you can hold the left, you know, how you can hold the controller, like the regular PlayStation controller, you can hold it in your hand like this on the left hand side, and then hold the magic wand in this hand, just like you do with the Wii. But the difference is you have no nunchuck, nothing, you know, like holding you together. You can move your arms freely, you can do all this other stuff without having to worry about no cords attached. And then another thing is the fact that the motion controller is so much more detailed in terms of the precision. It is way more detailed than what you get on the Wii. So you get an overall better, more realistic game experience. But the main thing is that it's HD. Why? Because it's on the PS3. Now, if you look at what the Wii has done when you play with the Wii mode, Sony just basically took that idea, made it better, made it HD, and with the games that they got coming out, that's casual and everything, that's amazing, and families is gonna adapt to that. But the fact that you could put that in your existing games that's already out there, like they showed with Little Big Planet, which was drop dead amazing, gorgeous the way they showed it off, and then they also show how you could use it with a hardcore gangster type game like Resident Evil. You know what I mean? It's amazing how these things can be easily implemented, you know? So this is basically the Nintendo Wii in HD with the games that you can get on the PlayStation 3. It's amazing the fact that they were able to implement this. And what's so hot about it is that it's probably a situation where you can turn it on and off, just like with the motion sensor in your controller. Like when you buy a game and it says motion controls on or off, and if you turn it on, you can use the, you know, the 6-axis for certain things. Well, that's possibly how they implemented the motion controls. You can turn it on or off, and if you turn it on, certain features in the game will allow you to use the motion control, turn it off, or whatever. So that right there is very unique because there's certain games that may actually work better just like that, you know? So that's the first point I want to make. The second point, which is a rumor right now, but truthfully there's a good chance that it's going to happen, but it's a rumor right now, but I can almost guarantee it. So, you know, let me just put it out there. Now, there's a rumor that developers are already looking at the PlayStation 3 next year in terms of, you know, the spring when the Magic Wand actually comes out. They're actually looking at porting a lot of Nintendo Wii games that was once exclusive over to the PS3 because they work the same way. Like this, it has the same gameplay mechanics. If you look at every Nintendo Wii game, you know, that you play with the Wiimote, the same rules apply. It's just that it's better and more precise and it looks good on a PS3. So it's the same exact thing, just moving it over to the next console. You see what I mean? And that right there is going to be a big, huge push for PS3 because it means more games, and the fact that the price is $2.99, and when a lot of people, you know, get this, and obviously it's outselling the Wii right now. So people want it. The brand is still strong, you know, and when people realize that and see that, and you go to stores and you see the demo kiosk with you playing, think about it. Let me set this up. You walk into Best Buy, GameStop, something like that, right? And you got the Nintendo Wii and kids is doing this. Then you go to the PS3 motion control and they doing this, but it's better, more precise, and it's in high definition, and they got great games. What do you think is going to happen? You see what I'm saying? It's like the all-in-one system right now, seriously. So you really got to pay attention to that. Now also, you know, instead of just the existing Nintendo Wii games and porting them over, even new games that's being made for the Nintendo Wii, third parties need to make money, and they can make money if they had another platform to support that type of development on. And the PlayStation 3 is that platform where they can do it at. You see, Natal is completely, you know, different in terms of their design, so they don't really fit into this particular conversation. But PlayStation 3 does, and it does in such an accurate way. So yes, a lot of those Wii games, like Maramasa, whatever you want to call it, Ninja Turtles, like Smash Up or something. No way, that plays, like this. But you don't talk about like a lot of games like the Conduit, Red Steel. Imagine playing those type of games, or those exact games, on the PS3. You see what I'm saying? Imagine how much more precision and preciseness you can get playing Red Steel on a PS3 in high definition. What? That would change everything. You see what I mean? That would really change everything, and developers will really get involved with that. So there's already rumors that things like that are already happening and is already in the works, and Sony is real pumped. And Sony said it themselves. It's not just them making games for the Wii, the motion controls of the Sony. So there's developers already on board working on it. And so don't be surprised if you start seeing, Nintendo Wii games come out on PS3 and the Wii instead of the Wii only. So that's going to, be real big for PlayStation 3. Another thing is this, right? If you look at the PlayStation Eye and the combination of the Sony Magic Wand, that right there is a big answer to Natal and a big answer to Wii. It's something that makes Sony stand out on their own, because you got the combination of motion, you got the combination of playing games without a controller, and you can play games with the controller, a more precise one, and you have voice recognition because they have built-in microphone in the eye, which works for voice recognition. And even in the game iPad, you could clap and do things, and the avatar, the pet will react to it by the voice, So it's really incredible what Sony has done with motion in terms of the Natal type of way and the Wii type of way, and putting it all together and making it theirs. Alright? So that right there is going to be huge for Sony in so many ways, because what Sony just did was, in terms of entertainment value, they got the Blu-ray, they #1 with that. In terms of games and exclusives and forward movement, they have the best game quality of games out there, in terms of just pushing the power and pushing the envelope on games. Then their online is getting better, but it's free, so it's cool, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing to complain about right there. Then now you got the motion controls, which competes directly against the Wii, and is better than the Wii, And when it comes to Natal, they have their own way of doing Natal as well, with a combination of a Wii. You see what I'm saying? So they have everything on lockdown right now at a great price point, and the sales show that the price point is great, and the support is there. So right now, in terms of the Nintendo Wii HD, in order to talk about Wii HD, it's already here, and Sony is bringing it. And spring 2010, we will officially see what the Wii HD would really be when that eventually comes out on its own as its own brand. But right now, Sony is doing it all, and when it comes to motion, that one factor, that one demonstration at Tokyo Game Show not only got myself hyped, but it got tons of other people hyped, because a lot of people that felt bad about the Wii or didn't want to play with it like this or whatever, I understand that, but the thing is, you gotta understand this: when you have Resident Evil 5 and games like that, you have an option to play like you would on the Wii, or you could play regular. But with the Wii, you have to play like that. That's it. So you're limited. So Sony gives you options that the Wii doesn't, and then when you use the option that's similar to the Wii, it actually works out better. You see what I mean? Sony is very smart. They're geniuses, man, and they definitely taking over right now. So stay tuned for some more video articles, and check out the Hip Hop Gamer Show if you missed it yesterday. It was crazy. And check out Game Review Battles. You already know how we do. Alright, so one love, God bless. That was that video article. Leave your comments, let me know what's popping. Let's get it on, baby. I'm out. Peace.